Maybe that's what I'll think about during this 7 minutes of torture. Welcome back to my channel. We're doing something today that I'm a little nervous about. It is the repeat of an open workout, and I personally don't love these. And that is because I feel like when we do the open workouts, you have a lot of adrenaline going, you're really psyched up. It is a totally different, at least to me, feels like a totally different environment than doing a class WOD. So sometimes trying to redo them is a little bit difficult because you just don't get as psyched for it and you don't do as well. But this is an open workout that's from 2018. So my thought is that's a lot of time of growth and of doing CrossFit. So maybe I will be better just because I'm possibly better, like a better athlete than I was almost 5 years ago. So I figured I'd take you all along with me so we can see how I do. First, gotta say goodbye to Carson. Bye, Carson. Bye. See you later. So this workout is thrusters and chest to bar pull-ups. I believe it's 18.5. It was actually some other open workouts, but the only time I did it prior to this was 18.5. And it's just 3, starting with thrusters and the chest to bar, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, until the 7 minutes, I believe, expires. Thrusters are like, I remember the first couple opens doing thrusters. It's like my worst movement. Like, I used to be scared when I saw thrusters in a workout. So not the thing that I'm the biggest fan of. But it's good to do things that you're not a big fan of, because usually the things that you're like worst at are the things you need most. I actually got my yoga teaching certification when I was 17. So a very long time ago. I was still a kid. I was still in high school, actually. I was a senior in high school when I got it. And I remember the woman who was the instructor told us, like, the poses you dislike the most are probably the poses you need the most. So that's kind of what I think about sometimes when I do things like thrusters, which I'm not good at and dislike. I think about the fact that it's probably the movement I need to do the most and will be most beneficial for my body and improvement. So maybe that's what I'll think about during this 7 minutes of torture. And this is a little crooked. I think it's better. Maybe. We'll see.
I've been to myself, just me lately. I don't need a lot. No. Just me and the fam, 2 friends ain't playing. I don't speak a lot, and I can't stop. And I can't stop. And I can't stop. And I can't stop. I'm that cash money getter, big show stopper. 4 kids having no chain rocker. Make my business, work my business, count them digits, earn them winnings. I see you in my review and you been trying. Said you out here doing numbers, but you been lying. And you know my little baby been fine. In the crib, bet she do it for the 9-9. I've been to myself, just me lately. I don't need a lot. No. Just me and the fam, 2 friends ain't playing. I don't speak a lot. And I can't stop. And I can't stop. And I can't stop. And I can't stop. I don't gotta say too much. My bros know the deal. Think I play.
That was harder than I thought it was gonna be. Well, okay, so it was an open workout and it felt like an open workout. I've not done an open workout since probably last open, so it's been a second. And my gym is doing open workouts every Friday leading up to the open, so we're about 5 weeks, 5 or 6 weeks out from the Open now. So every Friday we'll be doing a different Open workout, retesting them. You can look at your old scores. I think that's a good thing because I think it's going to get our bodies and our minds, which is probably more important, ready for the Open workouts, because it's just a little bit of a different stimulus than a traditional workout. I mean, this is one of Dave Castro's workouts, and like, they're sneaky horrible. So I'm going to take a look at my old score now and see if I improved at all. I went to find chalk in the middle of the workout because I didn't have any chalk, and it's a very grippy workout, so I felt like I needed some. So now I'm just gonna go back. I sign up for every Open, and this is one of the reasons I think it's great to sign up for the Open, is that your scores are saved somewhere that you can find them always. So my battery died, so I am back. But what I was about to do was check on the Open leaderboard to see how I did in 2018. So this is why one of the reasons I encourage people to sign up for the Open, is because all your scores exist forever in this leaderboard online. And I think that is so beneficial. It's worth the $20, because if I didn't have that, I've moved so many times since 2018. Like, probably since I did this workout, I've moved 3 or 4 times. Yeah, 3 or 4, I think 4 times. When you move, you place things in different places, and it's just hard to find things. And if I just had this in a notebook, I don't know if I would know where it was. And I've had different phones, so I don't know if I would still have that data. So this leaderboard really keeps everything somewhere you can easily find it all the time. So I'm gonna look it up. I got 92 reps this time. Got it pulled up here.
And this is my face of disappointment. A similar face to the one I made when I realized that only about 25% of you are subscribed. If you'd like to see more content, please subscribe now. Thank you.
So I did not do as well. I got 12 reps less doing it now than I did then. And I think part of that really is that, like, when I'm doing it in the Open, like, I feel like I'm competing. Like, this is do or die, like, sell your soul. I don't really think I sold my soul for this workout in class. And also maybe I'm just not as, like, CrossFit fit, because I haven't been doing as much CrossFit. I was doing more running for a while and just kind of like laying off and letting my body recover. And now we're back to CrossFit. And when I was 5 weeks into the Open, I was probably pretty, you know, on my CrossFit, and right now I haven't been. So I think that's a good wake-up call to see that I'm not where I used to be at, and that's just the reality of it, and I need to work harder to get back there. So I think it's a good check-in. So that might be a reason also to do old Open workouts right now, is get ready for the next Open, is to just really know where your fitness is at and how it's compared to your fitness in the past. So I have some accessory work to do. Better do that, because that's how I'm going to get better and improve my score. Just finished up, I did some extra handstand work with my friend Portia, who is a gymnastics cheerleading coach, so that's fun and something I need to do. And I think doing this workout today and seeing that I did worse than I did almost 5 years ago was a real wake-up call. I mean, it's never something that you want to see that you're doing worse. I was just doing other things, like I said earlier, and I wasn't prioritizing CrossFit as much. But now that we're like in Open season, this week I've been determined to like really put in the extra time and be in the gym like close to 2 hours most days, if not a little bit longer than that. That's what I did today. I did actually a little bit of extra lifting after I finished talking to you guys, and then I did some handstand stuff. So really just trying to get back into it now that I want to focus more on this again, and kind of took, you know, a break, a mental break and a body break from it for a little bit, doing a little bit of the running instead, and a little bit of like just like running and casual CrossFit. I wasn't doing as much like intense CrossFit, just like the workout of the day. And now I'm upping that volume again
And if you repeat an open workout and you don't do as well as you did in the past or thought you did, like, it doesn't necessarily mean you're not as good. You may have improved in other areas. And I do really think a lot of the stimulus from the open comes from like the excitement of it being the open and it really being a competition, and just doing it as a regular workout. Sometimes you're just not quite as into it. I asked the coach, I told the coach afterwards that I didn't do as well as I did in 2018. And he's like, well, did you go as hard? And the truth is, I probably didn't, because in 2018, I had a judge and I was just focusing on dying and not counting, or like I looked for chalk in the middle of it, not doing any of that stuff. I just was like, I'm going to die. I'm going to sell my soul for this last workout. And I don't think my mind was in that sell my soul place, but it's also probably that, at that point in the year, right before the open, I was probably like one of my fittest points. And right now I'm not there yet, but there's still like 40-ish days till the open. So I have a little bit of time, and I'm going to get back there and get as close as I can to, where I was right before last open or during last open when I started this YouTube channel. So yeah, it's hard to admit that you're not as fit as you were. It's hard. But it's good to be honest with yourself, and you'll hold me accountable because you're watching me be a little bit less fit. But I think we all go through these times, and I as like a normal CrossFitter just want to be transparent and honest, that it's not always, like, I'm not always perfect and improving, and there is less good times and down times, and we're improving. We're going to get better. It's, it's not always linear. So we'll see what happens next. We'll see how next week goes. Next week's workout, the open repeat workout that I'll be doing on Friday, I believe is from 22 last year, which I think I even feel more nervous about because there's not as much time to improve. But I think now, knowing that I didn't improve my score from 2018, it kind of takes a little bit of the pressure off. It's like, well, maybe I won't improve, and I've already had to deal with that reality, so I can probably deal with it again if I have to. All right. Anyway, thanks for watching. Sorry it wasn't a better result for me. Don't want to disappoint people, but I want to be real with people. So thanks for watching. I appreciate you all. Subscribe if you enjoyed this, and like the video, and I'll see you in the next one.